Elder Place PACE. This program offers healthcare, housing, transportation, and recreational activities. There are no copays or deductibles, and it's covered through Medicare and Medicaid. Providence Elder Place PACE works to keep you healthy and in your home. Call 206-320-5325 or visit providence.org Elder Place.org Place.
Hello, listener. What's important to you about what's going on in your community? Are you interested? Are you concerned? In any case, I invite you to tune into my show, Seattle Here and Now, on Rainier Avenue Radio App. Why? I will be covering a wide range of topics important to you and impacting the community. Each show will have a special guest or guests to share with you information on a variety of subjects that are happening here and now in Seattle. I promise I will work hard to make my show informative, interesting, and entertaining. Be sure to listen to Seattle Here and Now on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Okay, let's do this commercial for the Skyway Love Train Community Block Party.
Oh, absolutely.
Love this event.
Oh, me too.
Take one. Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
You know what, Jake? Let's just do this in one take. Join Rainier Avenue Radio September 11th from 1 to 4 o'clock in Skyway for the Skyway Love Train Community Block Party. Saturday, September 11th from 1 to 4. Skyway Love Train Community Block. There is a whole lot going on as usual at the Skyway Love Train Community Block Party. COVID-19 vaccinations for children 12 and up and booster shots will be available. Frank's Ice Cream Truck will be on hand. There'll be backpacks and school supplies. Of course, there'll be music. DJ Uncle Guy. There'll be games. There'll be contests and more. Skyway Love Train Community Block Party. September 11th, Saturday, from 1 to 4. Broadcast live on Rainier Avenue Radio. Get on the Love Train.
Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hey! Welcome. This is Brenda Charles-Edwards, the host of Seniors Matter. We are live every Friday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your community radio station. You can also listen to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch TV, and of course the Rainier Avenue Radio app. Seniors Matter invites a variety of guests to discuss issues and activities that may impact the lives of older adults, their families, and the community. Do you need financial documents notarized? Are you a senior that needs documents read to you for clarity or completion? Call me, Brenda, at Black Orchid Notary, 206-683-2636. Tell me where. I'll meet you there. Today, my guest is Jason Turner. He's NAAM's Museum Educator and Tour Guide. And we're going to talk about a number of things. And one, of course, is about Grandparents' Day, which is coming up on Sunday. Jason, welcome to the show. It's so good to finally meet you.
Thank you. It's so good to be here. Thank you for inviting me today.
Oh, my pleasure. There's so much to talk about. So let's start with the one that a lot of people don't know what NAAM stands for and what its core mission is. So could you tell us?
Yes, NAAM stands for the Northwest African American Museum. And we have several core missions. And if you go onto our website, you can look at our core mission statement, but we have three main goals and objectives for our mission. And one would be for education. Education is our primary goal. It's the primary goal of the museum. Education is what sustains the community. We learn, you can learn about history, and you can learn about other different kinds of things like finance. We're going to be having some African history and some African language classes. And we're also going to be including some music. So there's a large horizon as far as education is concerned. And we'll talk more about education when we talk about the Knowledge is Power book giveaway. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And then equity and social justice, of course. That's our number two goal, is to provide information and to support organizations that are truly behind equity and social justice, especially in the light of some of the things that have been happening in this country as far as just violence and police injustice and things like that. Financial injustice and equity. And so we are really behind equity and social justice at the Northwest African American Museum. Also, the Black arts, dance, music, painting, photography, any form of art, music, what have you. We love the arts, and we're all about that too. So those are our three primary missions and areas of focus.
Do you still offer genealogy?
We do, not as formally, because we are not open. The museum is not open, and we have not yet pinpointed a opening date yet. But that's going to be in order for us to sustain change, to make some changes at the museum, and also to just be safe during COVID.
Definitely, that's the number one priority. So,
Yes.
what types of public and youth programs does the museum offer?
As far as youth programs, for our youth, we currently have our Knowledge is Power book giveaway. And with our book giveaway, we and I can actually expound on that a little bit more. But
Sure.
we also have the Knowledge is Power book giveaway. We have our Youth Curator program, and our Youth Curator program has been around for about maybe 11, 12 years now. It's the idea of Carver Gayton. It's actually named after him, the Carver Gayton Youth Curator program. Carver Gayton was one of our first executive directors.
Right.
And also, let's see, so we have the Youth Curator program, and it's Stephanie Johnson Tolliver. Was one of the first directors, and she was the director of it for years and years. And so we're very thankful to her for establishing it. And last year, we were able to, with one of our contracted directors, Keela Hall, came in and helped me and the other staff members create an animation. And the subject of the animation was iconic Black women in the arts in Washington State. So
Wow.
On that list was Pat Wright, Olita Adams, let's see, Sierra, Amanda Morgan, who is a dancer, and I'm leaving someone else out. But if you go into our website, you'll definitely be able to see the animation that the Youth Curator, 10 young ladies, just happened to be young ladies for last year, because last year was the Year of the Woman. We celebrated, and they just did an awesome job. They did the scripting and put the subject matter together, and chose the women that they wanted to be in the animation. So that was really a lot of fun. And we also have our, and so that's the Youth Curator program, and we're going to be having that again this year, or developing it, the beginning stages of it this year, and people will be able to sign up, and we may be getting started this year, or we'll start at the beginning of next year. But we also have our interactive story time, where we read books online to children, and then we have a field trip in the community, in the Black community, in the Central District mainly, sometimes in the South End, and we're expanding out to Kent and other areas too, Federal Way. But we are just basically focusing on reading books, and then with the book, the theme of the book, we try to visit a business or a place in the community that coincides with the book. And so if you go onto our website, it's an excellent way to get kids engaged with reading. We target children from kindergarten through 12th grade. So, and that also correlates with our book giveaway, because the book giveaway also focuses on students K through 12.
Jason, I've got a quick question. Is there an age range for youth curators?
Yes, I believe that the age range, I think we want to keep it from, and I need to probably check on this to make sure, but I believe it's 5th or 6th grade to 12th grade. So 5th through 5th through 12, but I think actually it might be 6. So 6th grade to 12th grade.
Well, either one. I mean, the whole idea of the program is wonderful because I've been to the museum many times, and I know that our history is so important. And just throwing a little side piece, my mother is Rosie the Riveter.
Oh, wow!
So
the real Rosie the Riveter, right?
The real Rosie the Riveter. Yes. She worked for Boeing for a very long time, and she was working during that era with the war. And so she worked on all sorts of Boeing airplanes. In fact, when I used to be a flight attendant, and she told me, she used to tell the people when she was working on the plane, she was a riveter, that they better make the planes right and safe because I would be flying on them. So
well, that's quite a card. Well, I'm glad she made sure that happened.
Me too. And it did. I did it for a very long time, and I never had any accidents. So I was very pleased.
Excellent.
So the museum did something that was very different this year. They had Juneteenth week, not weekend, but week. Tell us about that.
Well, yeah. Where do I begin? It was just a lot of activity. I should have asked you if I don't know if this is online, but I could have shared my screen. But if you go onto our website, please do, and you can look under programs and events, and then under that heading, you'll see the Juneteenth, and they have the entire Juneteenth celebration recapped on that Juneteenth page on our website. And if any of you listeners want to know the website, it is www.
We've got it up on the screen.
Oh, excellent! There you go. All right, so Juneteenth is it's extraordinary because not only this year did Washington State's legislature make it a statewide holiday, but almost immediately thereafter, President Biden signed a law that made Juneteenth a federal holiday as well. So,
right.
It's incredibly meaningful to see this day become a national poignant civic reminder. 156 years ago, countless African Americans in Galveston, Texas, had their freedom withheld for 2.5 years following the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation. Now the lives of those enslaved Africans or enslaved Americans at that point will forever be nationally honored. And so I'm so glad about that. And so the way we celebrated was we had various programs. I'm going to go down here and just kind of do a recap of everything here. And when you go onto our website, you're going to be seeing a lot of great pictures of that day too. Of course, we have our interactive story time that I talked to you about before. That really kind of targets K through 6th grade. And so we had a Juneteenth story on that, and an interactive story time and art session. And then also at the actual event, we had a big event in Judkins Park. And we had a station that I stationed, but I set up the station. It was a book reading station for kids, and the kids all had chairs and stuff and little things, toys to play with, and books and stuff, and then we read to them, and that was awesome. I got called away though to MC because they didn't actually have the MC that they were hoping to have wasn't there, so I MC'd the program, which was fun. And on Monday, June 14th, on day 2, and that story time was before the main program. I'm just talking about our regular interactive story time that we have every second Sunday, or excuse me, is it the first or second Sunday of the month? And then the June 14th, Monday, June 14th, we had Annette Gordon-Reed in partnership with Town Hall. Harvard University professor Reed joined us for a discussion about her new book on Juneteenth, and it was moderated by South Seattle Emerald publisher Marcus Harrison Green. So she was able to speak about her new book. Then on the next day, we had the National Juneteenth commemoration with 10 Black museums. And now this is very exciting. We had 10 Black museums nationally going together. And it was the first museum in the NAAM was the first museum in the country to organize and host its own gospel choir, which is an ensemble. And I actually directed that, but we were able to do a video. And so we showed our debut video on this program, which was really great. So if you go into our website, you'll be able to see that video as well. It's the song Ooh Child that was made popular in the 70s. As part of the collaboration virtual program with the Black Freedom Collective, a coalition of 9 other Black museums across the country, which has garnered 130,000 views with with Amazon as a streaming partner. Amazon was our streaming partner, and next year Amazon wants to even make it bigger by putting it on their Amazon Prime.
Network. That'll be great.
Yeah. And additionally, T-Mobile Foundation generously sponsored the distribution of 8,000 books for our KIP giveaway nationally. So I mean, it was quite a day.
It was big, very big.
Right. Then
if you're just go ahead.
Yeah, our executive director, she does everything big. She's like,
she does.
Go big or go home.
Yes, she is definitely a diamond in our city. She's wonderful. I know her very well. Right. If you're just tuning in, you're listening live to Seniors Matter with your host, Brenda Charles-Edwards, on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your community radio station. We're here every Friday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Do you know what's the best gift we can give ourselves and our loved ones? Join me on Zoom for a group or individual session on end-of-life planning. You can reach me at 206-683-2636. Now back to my guest, Jason Turner. He's NAAM's Museum Educator and Tour Guide. And let's talk about Grandparents' Day because that's coming up.
Okay, great. And there were a couple of other things on the Juneteenth thing we were talking about. So if you guys please go to naamnw.org and you'll see the recap of that. And I just want to give a shout out to Lanisha DeBartoleben because she is our executive director. She's now the president. Her position has been changed to president and CEO. And
really?
She's a dynamo.
Right. Congratulations. I'll have to send her a little note.
Yeah. She's a dynamite. She's dynamite. So I just wanted to give some honor to that. Now, your next question was about Grandparents' Day.
Yes. When is it and what is it?
Okay, well, let's see. Grandparents' Day in February 1977, Senator Randolph, with the concurrence of many other senators, introduced a joint resolution to the Senate requesting the president to issue annually a proclamation designated the first Sunday of September after Labor Day of each year as National Grandparents' Day. Congress passed the legislation proclaiming the first Sunday after Labor Day as National Grandparents' Day, and then on August 3rd, 1978, then President Jimmy Carter signed the proclamation. The statute cites the day's purpose to honor grandparents, to give grandparents an opportunity to show love for their children and their children's children, and to help children become aware of the strength and have information and guidance from older people that can offer wisdom and make a difference in your life. Okay.
That's fantastic. So what's NAAM going to do on Grandparents' Day?
Okay, well, I'm glad you asked. Let's see, I'm going to get the exact information here because I don't want to mess it up. Grandparents' Day featuring Dr. Marcia Tate Arunga. Sunday, September 12th at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So it's going to be Grandparents Love, Culture, and History, National Grandparents Day, a virtual celebration. So please tune in Sunday, September 12th from 2 to 3. The keynote is Marcia Tate Arunga, who is a PhD and the Dean of the Evergreen State College Tacoma campus, and a spoken word from Kabibi Monet, who's the director of the New Black Arts West Theater, and then also the NAAM African American Cultural Ensemble ACE that I helped direct is going to be, that is going to be also a featured on that program as well. So we're really looking forward to that. And Marcia's an old friend of mine, and so I'm very excited about hearing from her. And, and I also love Kabibi, and I've been knowing her for many, many years as well. So
they're both wonderful ladies. So now, how does one? This is going to be on Zoom or some other platform.
Yes, you'll be able to go on to the to our site and register, but more on our website when you go onto the Grandparents Day page. Let's see. I think you'll go on to, let's see if we got this right. Yeah, program and events, and then go under Grandparents Day, and then you'll see right where they're featuring Marcia and Kabibi and ACE. You'll see right underneath it, it'll say visit, and you can register on surveymonkey.com.
Great. So that will be pretty much the only way you can get into this event. So you really don't want to miss it. It's I think this is the third one. I was a little more involved in the first two. Yeah. I was chair of the Mayor's Council on African American Elders, who was one of the sponsors. So it's a wonderful time. It's just truly wonderful. So now I want to know a little bit about ACE and who's in it. I know I've heard a couple people, but is it a regular group of people? Does it rotate? How does that work?
It's really not it does rotate, and it's kind of an open enrollment, but you do need to audition. For it.
I would think so. Yes.
Right. But we have some former members of the Total Experience. Josephine Howell participated and sang with us, who was very well known in Seattle. I'm sure you know who Josephine is.
I do very well. Yes.
Yeah, she's in the video. We have like several of the members of the former or the current, I'm not sure what their status is, but the Total Experience Gospel Choir, some of their members joined us, and some members from St. Therese Catholic Church, and some other people from the community. So it's a community group, and it rotates, and anybody is welcome to come in and audition for it. Anybody of African American origin.
I'm really looking forward to hearing them, because I know most of the people that are involved in it, and they're all wonderful singers. So
absolutely. And Kent Stevenson.
I know Kent too.
Yeah, is the musical director and co-director of the group.
Yes. Well, that's just going to be fantastic. If for no other reason, go for the music, folks. Go for the music. It's really going to be great.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun putting this video together, and we're going to be doing a lot more performances this year.
Oh, really?
Yes, as we go forth on some of the NAAM programs. Yes, we'll be. Oh, great! Yeah. So
we have about 5 minutes left, and I want to ask you about what kinds of organizations does NAAM partner with in the community?
Well, we have partnered with the NAACP, which we just had a big program that included them and several of the factions of the NAACP. We have the Pacific Science Center, who helped us out with our Juneteenth program as well. The Central or the Seattle Center as well. The Central District Forum for the Arts and Ideas, and One of the favorites of this show probably is AARP, who is sponsoring the Grandparents' Day, Seattle Opera, and other Black museums across the country. So there are many people in the community, and that's just to name a few. There are many, many more.
Oh, right.
That we partnership with. T-Mobile helps us with our kit giveaway, and Amazon has helped us tremendously as well. And then all of the sports teams helped us on Juneteenth as well, including the Seahawks and the Storm. And
all right, go Storm.
The Mariners and a couple of other teams as well.
So how can one join NAAM? I was going to call it NAAM, and volunteer with them?
People say
well,
NAAM.
yeah, I mean, I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, some people say either way is fine.
Yes, thank you. So how can they join or volunteer?
Well, you can join or volunteer on our website, and you can shoot us an email on our volunteer page, and you can join and become a member on our membership page, and all of that is on our website on NAAMNW.org, or NAAM like Northwest NW.org.
Wonderful. And that's also where you can register, folks. So don't forget to do that.
Yes.
The Grandparents' Day program is Sunday, September 12th at 2 p.m. So the museum has been a wonderful gem in our community. Mm-hmm. And Lanisha has just been absolute wonderful. She is so innovative. She's always thinking. She's very creative. And I'm so glad she had this choir put together. That's just going to be really great.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with that.
Oh, I'm sure, without a doubt. So, Jason, before we close, do you have anything else that you would like to add quickly?
I just want to thank the entire community for all of their support for NAAM. And I just want to encourage you to please go onto our website and keep up with a lot of the virtual events, since we're running primarily virtually right now. That will change shortly, but we'll make an announcement for that. But we really appreciate the support of the not only the Black community, but the entire Seattle community as a whole. And in the Pacific Northwest, we've had a lot of people supporting us, and we're very grateful for that.
Well, like I said, it's a gold mine, and you offer so much. And I'm really excited for the young people for learning how to be a curator, because that can take you to any museum anywhere. Yes, and I just think that's probably a job opportunity that some people won't think about. But really, if you have the opportunity, you should take full advantage of it. There's no doubt about that. Absolutely. I don't go to museums as much as I used to, but I used to think, how do they know these things? But I understand now.
A lot of studying.
A lot of studying. But at least it's something that's of interest, and you are more likely to retain it than not.
Right.
So, Jason, thank you so much for coming on the show. Give Lanisha my regards, and I will drop her a note, especially congratulating her.
I certainly will. And thank you very much, Brenda.
You're welcome. High school football season has started. This Friday at 6:45 p.m., Rainier Beach Vikings will host Foster High School. I'd like to thank my audience for listening and the support that you have shown me for these last, I cannot believe it, 4 years. It's just incredible. But it's fun being here, and it's also wonderful bringing people that will tell you about what's going on in our community, that especially will help seniors, their families, and the whole community. Thank you to Jason Turner, who is the NAAM Museum Educator and tour guide. Check out the museum as soon as you can. Up next is the Coronavirus Special Edition. Be safe and live your life like it's golden. See you next week.
Hey.